Big bucks to Seven Berg GM, and folks, I just want to thank you all for spending some time with me today. Greatly appreciate all that have been liking, subscribing, sharing the page, and I'm excited to bring you guys a review of weeks 8 and 9. It's been a minute here, but hey, gotta get to the money, you feel me? I want to spend some time first talking about the picks. Week 7, I ended up 10-5, 77-33 for the season, leaving me at 70%. Definitely got to do better. Week 8 was 10-3, bringing me to 87-36 at 71%. And then week 9 just concluded 8-6, 95-42, dropping me to 69.3 for the season. I got to do better, especially at my Thursday night picks. Now let's roll right into week 8. You know, I really felt like this was a game that we weren't going to win. When I go back and watch this tape, it's difficult for me to look past two very key plays that I think changed the trajectory of the game. We're winning by 9 points going into the second half. On a drive, Aaron Rodgers on third down gets a clear offsides. And you know, as Aaron Rodgers does, he always takes a shot, throws a pass, and Roman was extremely nonchalant with this catch. I feel like he's got to be way more aggressive in securing this ball, not letting it get knocked out so easily. But then there's no flag. Clear offsides. The referees come together, they review it, they realize they missed it, and we get host at home.
Well, and that's such a big part of Aaron Rodgers' game, right? When you get in those key situations on third down, he goes the hard snap count, he gets that to happen. Should have been a foul.
Wyatt's clearly in the neutral zone. No flag was thrown. And now there's a conversation over this after no flag was thrown. You rarely see that. Terry, can you have a conversation on a play like that and then put the flag down?
It would be really unusual. Yeah. I've just never seen that happen on that we're going to decide after the fact to have an offside penalty. Clearly
there's
he
no
is.
foul on the play. It's fourth down.
And there you go.
This is something that should not happen. Then we turn around here after we punt, and we have Jordan Love get hit in the mouth. He throws up a Stevie. I'm talking about eyes closed, throw it to the wind. And there is a clear offensive pass interference that does not get called.
Up in the air, Tucker Kraft maybe got away with a little push there, and then that offhand that he was talking about took a huge shot, but he just found the ball. Some night so far for Tucker Kraft.
We got two plays here. And everybody will say, oh, crying about the plays. And folks, 2 plays up 9 in the third quarter that totally changed the trajectory of the game. If we go down and score, I mean, that just totally changes things. In addition, we lose a player. We lose a key part of our defense. You know, it's a loss. It's one loss. It happens in the National Football League, but it's not supposed to happen on your home field. You're not supposed to lose on your home field with the refs playing like that. Now, the Steelers didn't really put up a big fight. The Steelers let Kraft here go ham, and I understand that he's a great player. I'm not going to take that away from him. On National Tight Ends Day, and I guess the NFL is really trying to make this a thing to where they are really boosting this up, because you can't get plays and calls like this if it's not. That's a pass interference. It should have been called. Hey, play football. But again, sometimes football is just a game of 1 or 2 plays. I feel like this is 1 or 2 plays that the game truly turned in the favor of the Packers. You know, Kraft had a night. There is a play here also where, you know, you don't see Slay giving a lot of effort. I don't think Slay's 100%. And it's easy for us to sit up here and play armchair quarterback and, you know, oh, he should have did this. But that guy knows he's injured and playing despite being injured. Hey, he knows himself. He's a football player. He's a veteran. This isn't a young, unproven cornerback here. This is Darius Slay, Super Bowl champion. I think he knows himself better than anybody else, and I can't say he's a slacker. I know he's lost a step and a half. Go back to what I said about the Panther and North game. These guys are old, and they know what's most important for them. And sometimes that's making business decisions. This game got a ton of scrutiny for the loss, but I don't feel like the gameplay was the total reason for the loss. I think up 9, you convert that into a 3, you convert that into a touchdown. On third down, the next possession, they're punting because of a pass interference, and we go back down and have the ball again. I mean, the reality of the situation is we got hosed. We got 2 calls that there's no reason in the world anybody can explain why they didn't get called that changed the trajectory of the game in a 9-point game. It could easily have been a 12-point game or a 15-point game. That's football, and you take those losses. But normally, you don't take those losses at home. You get those calls at your home. Home field advantage means something to everybody but the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now we're going to move on to Week 9 and talk about this thrashing of the AFC Giants, of the leaders of the AFC. Daniel Jones is an MVP. All the glizzy glazing that we had to hear about Tanny Two Guns. MVP candidate Daniel Jones. Like we didn't know who Daniel Jones was. Sometimes you just got to take off that Scooby mask and step on these coats.
All right, let's eat today. Let's eat. Let's eat. All right.
We shut down the run. The most prolific offense got shut down. And what do you hear this week? Nothing about the Steelers being on top. Even after the win, all the Fredos are still popping off, talking about, oh, they're no good. Listen to your Fredo guy. He's going to kill you. Listen to what he had to say.
We got people texting all that impressed with the Steelers' defensive performance yesterday because Daniel Jones stinks. We can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do the revisionist history thing. This offense was averaging more points per possession than any team in modern football history. They're the league's leading rusher. They're the best tight end in the league. They got a great wide receiver core. Their offensive line is really good. I'm a guy who likes to criticize when I think that there's criticism that is warranted. The Steelers' defense was awesome yesterday. It was a Mike Tomlin masterclass.
We just shut down the number 1 team in the AFC. Period. Shut them down. And to be honest with you, we did not run the ball effectively, and we did not run the ball enough. We got to run the ball 30 times a game. Between RB1, Jaylen Warren, KG, and KJ, we got to come up with 30-plus rushes per game. It's just that simple. Nobody can beat us if we run the ball 30 times or more. There's not a team out there that's equipped to handle that kind of run. It's not possible. Fat meat is greasy. And we are not using our superpower. Our superpower is we got young, beastie offensive linemen. They are not great pass blockers. If we just run this ball, and we had 26 rushes, I think, for like a 1.9, 38 yards or something like that, that's not a good rushing day. That's not. But those runs were effective. Those runs did do a lot. We did get some first downs. We moved the ball. I think we just need to continue to run the ball. You got to continue to throw that jab, and I think sometimes we just try to get a little bit too cute. Watching this game, the defense took over. 6 turnovers. Daniel Jones is who we thought he was. You hit him in the mouth a couple times and he starts seeing ghosts. Lil Sam Darnold. They all the same. Mitch Trubisky. Kenny Pickett. Carson Wentz. Hit him in the mouth and it changes everything, man. Like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. And that's the reality of the National Football League. It's all fun and games. It's all smiles till you get smacked in the face. Then you don't want to play no more. You want to take your ball and go home. And that's where Pittsburgh Steelers mentality and Pittsburgh Steelers football takes over. Physicality on both sides of the ball. This is what Mike T said he wanted to do in the draft, and this is what you went out there and got for this reason. And this is the result. Now, can we play like this every week? That's the question, ain't it? Can we get the defense to play like this every week? And I think if we run the ball 30 times a game, yes, we can. Fat meat is greasy. Keep big old Cam Hayward on the sideline. Put him in the game on third down. Start YA. Man, YA is a problem. YA and Harmon are problems. They BFPs. Big problems. Keep these young bucks in the game, man. We just won the game. We did. We won the game. Our defense was great. But if you watch the game, you saw we played the softest zone. And Daniel Jones was able to find 25 yards out. That space in between the cover two with ease. It was ridiculous how easy he was able to drop that ball in the breadbasket and get very large pickups on third down. So if Daniel Jones was able to do that, what makes you think some of these other top-notch quarterbacks won't be able to do it as well? Somebody with speed who has guys that we won't be able to cover, like the Ravens, are going to be problems. But if we can get guys, like I've been saying all season, just somebody who can run. Get us somebody out here who can just run with these other guys, which is why I'm like, hey, we didn't make a move. We didn't get a corner that can shut down some of these guys because we don't have a lot of guys out there. Slay is not running with people. Pierre is not running with people. I love Ramsey as a free safety. I said when we picked him up, he's in the safety stage. I don't think he's a corner. JPJ is not fast enough to play cornerback as the number one cornerback. He's not running with any wide receiver ones in the NFL. Definitely not in the North. So the question is, what we gonna do when we gotta go see the Panthers of the North again? I love how we won this game, but it did expose a lot of things about our back end, which was really light because Beanie's in the streets. And I think Beanie was sticky. I think Beanie was sticky enough. He showed he was sticky. He had 4 picks last year. I thought Beanie in camp looked like he could be the guy who could run with a lot of these slots. But obviously I'm not in practice every day. Maybe Kent looks great. Maybe Porter Jr. looks great. And so we'll see. You watching this right now. Look how the Colts were able to find space. They're knowing that our safeties over the top are not going to get there. I thought we did a great job with Tyler Warren, the number 1 tight end, and we stopped the run. The question is, are we going to be able to get that extra half a second to make somebody pat that ball and hold that ball? And then when they throw the ball, JPJ, are you going to catch it? JPJ, can you get some interceptions? JPJ, you're not as quick as you think you are, man. If you just realize you're not that fast, you would be such a better cornerback. You are not a press corner. You need to watch a lot more film. You need to study a lot more. You need to catch on to tendency and stop grabbing. Watch the film, man. Your feet are not fast enough and you're not getting faster. Watch the film, man. You can get smarter. That's why prime time was prime time. It wasn't just because he was a 4-2 guy. It's because he knew what was going on, man. That's on you. Right now, you're a walking PI. And that troubles me because I don't see this back end being a back end that can win a Super Bowl unless you become a guy who can at least shut down T. Higgins. And right now, that ain't the case. So, yes, we won the game. And I'm surprised by so many people out there that are shocked. No, buddy, you shouldn't have been shocked. I told you we was beating the Colts. Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones, man. And I hope that AR gets up out of there. I do. I wish we would have stolen him real quick. Because he needs to get up out. We need him over here. We need to develop him. Let them pay Daniel Jones $300 million, man. I hope they do. But the truth of the matter is, if Daniel Jones was throwing that thing 25 yards out to the sidelines, Alex Pierce is fast, but he ain't that fast. There's a lot faster guys that we play this season. Yes, that's my concern. That's why I'm talking about cornerbacks. Is what's the answer going to be? Because we got to see the Ravens twice. What's the answer going to be? Because we got the Panthers of the North in our house. And they bringing T. Higgins and Chase. We got to go out here next Sunday and see Ladidi and Johnston. I expect a win. That trio has been nice. We're going to see next week what happens against the Chargers. Now, Alex Pierce is a good wide receiver. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take anything away from Alex Pierce. He's a 4-4 guy. Great hands, deep ball catcher. But he is not Jamar Chase. He is not Zay Flowers when it comes to twitchiness. I don't even think he's T. Higgins. These are guys we have to see. And he gave JPJ that work. And I hear all the time that it's scheme, it's the scheme. Coaches need to develop the players. Coaches do not make players faster. You got to come in with that. You got to put in the work. You got to come in and put in the work to not be a grappler. Because right now, JPJ is a grappler. He's trying to wrestle. That's not football. That's not cornerback play. Slow feet don't eat, and it's not a schematic thing. It is a player thing. It is players making plays. You know who keeps stepping up and making plays? Echols. If Asante Samuels Jr. makes it to Pittsburgh on Wednesday, he should not leave the building without a contract. Because right now, we do not have a Super Bowl back end. If we can just find a guy that can come in and lock down wide receiver ones, the Pittsburgh Steelers become serious Super Bowl contenders. While we won the game, I still am not happy with the run game. 38 yards on 26 rushes, and there were a couple factors that led to this. One of which, Indianapolis Colts are a good defense against the run. The second is, we had an average starting field possession of the Colts 47, which almost never happens. But when you have 6 turnovers, you get the ball on the opponent's side of the field. I feel like if we would have ran the ball well, this would have been a 24-point victory. I feel like we have to be adamant and intentional about running the ball 30 times a game. Not only so we can win the time of possession, but also so we can keep our old quarterback upright. We do not have a great pass blocking offensive line. We have young offensive linemen who are great at run blocking. We have to utilize their ability to get up on people, put them in the ground. Not only do we need to use the time of possession as our 12th defender, especially with our older defensive players, but we also need to put that pressure on opposing offenses, knowing that when they get down 2 scores, they don't really have time to be patient because we're able to run the ball. There are another couple important factors, one of which, the rivers that surround our stadium. The average temperature in December is 34 degrees. It's freezing. The ground is cold. And when you can run the ball, continually put a defense on the ground, that's when you take their will away. The second factor is we are 91-7, 92.8% winning percentage since the merger when we rush for 200 yards. I'm not saying run the ball 30 times, we're going to rush for 200 yards, and we're going to win 92.8% of our games. I'm not saying that. But the closer we get to 200 yards rushing, the higher that winning percentage goes up. If you can win the time of possession, you can win the turnover battle, and you can run the ball, which is not putting the ball at risk by passing the ball, and you can hold onto the ball securely, your winning percentage goes through the roof. We can't wait till December to really solidify our identity and get confident in dominating defenses. We have to do that now. It's got to start now. And I understand Arthur has one of the best quarterbacks ever in history. He did not get Aaron Rodgers so we can run the ball 3 yards on a cloud of dust. But Moneybag Art, listen, if you want Bad Grandpa to be playing in Levi Stadium in February, you run the ball first. We haven't won a playoff game since 2017. In those last 8 years, we only have 4 200-yard games. That's the regular season and the playoffs. 4. 3% of our 119 200-yard rushing games in the last 8 years. We have to get back to running the ball, folks. I know the game has changed. It's a passing NFL. But there's a reason why Pittsburgh Steelers are so great, because we can run the ball effectively. That's it. When you come to Pittsburgh, when you play in the playoffs in Pittsburgh, you must be able to run the ball. Just that simple. That's it. If we want to win and get to the Super Bowl and really be a Super Bowl contender, we must run the ball. And look at the running back room that we have. Look at these guys, man. We have not only great running backs, we have one of the best running back coaches in the NFL. You telling me you give Jaylen Warren 20 carries, he can't get over 100 yards? The numbers don't say that. KG is a mismatch, and we have seen him run between the tackles effectively. We have a young rookie. Man, this dude is amazing. Give him the ball. Let him pound on these defenses. Take the will away from our opponents. It's not only going to open up the play action game, it's going to open up things for all the wide receivers, and now we just have to catch the ball. So in Latrobe, one of the things that I saw that bothered me is I didn't see any wide receivers after practice catching 300 balls on the juggle sheet. And I talked to a couple coaches about it, and I specifically talked about Jonnu. Jonnu being new, I don't really see him out here working after practice. And I do see the ball on the ground a little bit. And they told me, man, that was their biggest thing about Jonnu is he drops passes. We're seeing it right now. We saw DK drop. Guys, when you get the ball, you got to make these catches. It's just that simple. We can't afford to have plays like we did to start the game out and be a 3-and-out factory. We can't. That's why we are the second worst in the league in time possession. We cannot be a 3-and-out factory and be a contender. Just not how it works. My hope is that Moneybag Art really focuses on us dominating our opponents over the next 6 games. Running the ball on them until they show us they can stop the run. I want to see you stop the run. I want to see you do what Philly does. Until you can stop the tush push, they're going to run it 3-4 times. I want to see if teams can really stop our heavy package. Because I don't think there's a team in the NFL that can. I don't think there's a team in the AFC that can. Period. If we continue to increase these rushing attempts to over 30, you will see what I'm talking about. You will see the margin of victories increase. That's my big concern outside of our cornerback play is running the ball. Make it intentional. If we run the ball 30 times a game and the team beats us, hey, that's a great team. I don't see that team on our schedule. I don't think that team is in the NFL. I don't think this team is in the NFL, and soon it's going to get down to real football weather. It's going to get down to that weather where the paycheck don't really matter because it's freezing. I don't care how many millions of dollars you get. Cold is cold. You still getting your paycheck on Tuesday. And I think that's what a lot of people got to understand is that when this thing gets serious, your team ain't in the contention to win a Super Bowl, and these dudes already booking trips. Now, if Pratt becomes a Steeler next year, don't be mad at me. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, I mean, we really shouldn't be mad because he is playing better than PQ and Peyton Wilson. He's out playing Jack, and PQ. Hey, but when I saw this interaction, it reminded me of early March when I heard we were getting bad Grandpa. I didn't even second guess it because I remembered the Jets game and the interaction that Rodgers and Mike T had. And this just gave me similar vibes. And this is 100% authentic Unk energy. I had a chance to be at Latrobe and be at the family meal, and I'm telling you, the feeling was unlike any other NFL team I've been around or any other place I've been. It felt like a real family reunion. And that's just 100% Mike T. This is why he's never going to be fired, because he is the most respected and revered head coach in the NFL. And players want to... It's a whole game going on right now. And he's an opposing linebacker. And that interaction was like you just saw your OG. Come on now. Last but not least, you know I wasn't going to do an episode without talking about my favorite Pittsburgh Steelers, Broderick Jones. Now, the trade deadline passed, and we did not get Braxton Jones on our team. So we got to live with what we got. And honestly, I got a new, reinvigorated hope. And it comes from this film from Ickey, the Panthers left tackle, first-round pick. It just gave me a whole new energy watching Ickey, who came in, and a lot of folks said he was going to be a bust. And I felt some kind of way because I know people who recruited him and coached him. But to watch Ickey box Micah Parsons up like this made me feel good. And it gave me like some hope. Like, man, if Roger can make this turn like this, man, we're going to be a problem. Ickey over here getting to the bag, man. Roger, take notes. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, man. All you got to do is lock in. You start locking down $45 million men, come on, man. You're going to get to the bag. You still got time. And Broderick didn't have a bad game against the Packers. I mean, he had a lot of double team help, but he kind of stood his ground against Michael Parsons. He did an okay job. I mean, it's not like he did horrible. There were a couple plays where Micah got a little bit of a rush, but for the most part, he did an okay job against Green Bay in that game. Now, you double team a Michael Parsons. That's just something that you do. But in the Colts game, he was mano a mano. And I'm about to show you a whole drive, 3-and-out, where it was all Broderick. First play, he misses a block, doesn't block anybody. Second play, I don't know what's going on here. And then he gives up a sack. Later, we have another clip of him versus Latu. And again, Latu is eating against him. I still believe there's opportunity for Broderick Jones to improve and to become that first-round left tackle. But, man, you got to make it happen. Become that first-round left tackle. But it's up to you, Broderick, to make it happen. Folks, I just got to tell you, we hit 1,000 subscribers. From the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I ask that you continue to like, subscribe, share the content, share the channels, and let's just continue on this journey to our 7th Super Bowl championship. You can catch my interview with RB1, Jalen Warren.